Today at the LA Auto Show, Ford brought along the 2023 refreshed Escape. Obviously, the big thing you're to notice about this generation Escape is the new grille, which definitely I think is more exciting and more stylish than the pre-refresh Escape. When this model launched, it seemed just a little bit round, a little bit bubbly, and this definitely makes the front end look a lot more exciting. We of course have full LED headlights here with the LED accent strip inside, fog lights below, a little bit of chrome jazz going on here and there. This is the new ST line trim, which is the sportier interpretation of the Escape, and you can get ST line on either the regular engine or the hybrid as well. Now 2023 is a refresh, not a redesign for the Escape, so the bulk of the vehicle is the same, and even though the front end is a little bit sharper, the side profile is the same as the regular Escape. This is obviously a direct competitor to the CR-V and the RAV4, but one reason you might want to take a look at this over some of the competition is that the optional hybrid system is not only high fuel economy, definitely higher in the real world than the CR-V, it also has a mechanical all-wheel drive system unlike the RAV4. So if you want that extra traction, you should get that model. And if you want a plug-in hybrid, it'll be under $40,000 for the plug-in hybrid Escape, so a lot less expensive than the RAV4 Prime, but it's not all-wheel drive. That model is just front-wheel drive. Out back, the big change is the tail lamp module, which has a new light pipe inside and a more striking design, but the rest of the sheet metal is exactly the same. On the inside, a lot of the design is the same, so the seats are not too different. This is the ST line trim again, so we have the red stitching there. Some slight changes to the way trim is done on the doors and on the dashboard, but the bulk of this is the same until we get to the center, where we now have this large 12-inch LCD infotainment system. This is running the latest software from Ford, so it definitely has a really clean design versus what we saw in the pre-refreshed Escape. Then over here on this side, we have a 12.3-inch LCD instrument cluster. If you're after bigger LCDs, much bigger LCDs are found in here than in the new CR-V, which is a bit of a surprise. Down from there, we have the engine start-stop button, some of the controls right down there, USB inputs, rotary shifter there, big cup holders, kind of nice trim there. It has a 3D texture to it. It's sort of imitation open pore wood, I guess you could say. And then between the front seats, we have a center storage area. Moving back over to the driver's side, same steering wheel as we had before with the controls right there on the face. And although some of the attention to detail here isn't quite my cup of tea, like the way the door lock switches and seat memory buttons seem just sort of tacked on the driver's door, I have to say that the rest of this interior feels more premium than some of the newer options in the segment, like the big LCDs and the fact that we do get an available heads-up display. Or the fact that in addition to regular turbocharged engines, we have hybrids and plug-in hybrids to choose from as well. There's no plug-in hybrid CR-V. So if you're looking for a decent range on a plug-in, high fuel economy with a regular hybrid, including real-world fuel economy, then you might want to take a look at the Escape. The design of the Escape's hybrid system and plug-in hybrid system is substantially similar to Toyota's and has been just about as reliable over the last few years. The only big difference, again, is that the hybrid Escape has an all-wheel drive system that's mechanical, not a separate electric motor in the back. So if you're worried about winter weather traction, slippery weather traction, mild off-roading ability, etc., you probably want to take a look at the Escape hybrid before the RAV4 hybrid. I've always appreciated the combination of interior roominess and some of the styling that we find in the Escape, but I thought that the screens were a little small on the inside. They have certainly solved that with that big 12.3-inch display. The eternal question for the Escape will be, can Ford build enough hybrids and plug-in hybrids, because they have been a little tricky to find. Be sure and let me know what you think about that in the comment section, and of course check out the related coverage from the 2022 LA Auto Show, and if you want to see one of these in person, head on down. The show floor is going to be open on Friday.